So I guess the question is, can we barbecue a mermaid tail? That's what I want to know.
Wait, what are we doing?
We're talking about
Ocean.
mythical creatures,
Mythical?
mermaids, unicorns, Bigfoot. Take one.
Like real mythical or like just fantasy mythical? Cause I know your ass, man. You're into that myth, like fake shit.
What fake shit? No, what's the fake shit?
You're into that, like the fake mythical,
Like, what's fake mythical? Name one.
Like Avatar characters. That would be like a fake mythical.
What, like a alien life form out in space? No, that's different. We're talking about here on Earth.
That's what I'm saying. So you want to talk about like fake mythical, which is like I'm not really into that, or do you want to talk about real mythical that are real?
What is real mythical?
Real like mermaids.
Mermaid?
I know what you're thinking.
What's the fake mythical?
I just said it, like an Avatar character in another galaxy. That would be fake mythical.
What the fuck would that be doing in the ocean?
No, that's just that's just like
Oh, you're
like
talking in general?
possibilities and theories, like how life out there could be. We might be wrong.
No. I'm talking about creatures here.
But here, creatures here, I'm
Here
talking about
on
like
Earth.
like just like mermaids, fucking Bigfoot, the Yeti,
Big-ass sharks.
unicorns.
Megalodon.
That's is the Jersey Devil considered a mythical creature, or
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
demon-wise, or whatever they?
As far as I know,
Mothman.
it was.
That's just going into like more like
Well, what did you say?
Mothman.
Mothman. But I mean, those are like unitary creatures, right? Like a Bigfoot, right? I'm not interested in that because they're not like. I mean, they're not really real,
They're not.
right? They're not real. No. Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm into real shit, dude. You know this shit. I'm into the real shit, like mermaids.
Mermaids could be real.
Mermaids,
Like
dude.
way down there in the ocean.
Mermaids. I'm with you on that. Is this gonna be the show, bro, that we're gonna agree on something?
I guess.
Me and this motherfucker, dude?
Well, it depends on the agreement. 'Cause
Okay,
I-
in the Bible,
Here we go.
There you go.
And the-
You agree with the Bible mermaid part.
I'm just telling you the truth.
If
how-
anything, I agree with the mermaid part on evolution wise. If anything,
Like we come from mermaids?
Okay.
that's my route too.
No,
if,
no, no.
If mermaids
No.
are real, living in the ocean, they probably came off, from
Human.
us separately. Evolved to live in the ocean.
So like another humanoid species.
Yeah, they.
How come they haven't interacted with us?
Because they see how we are. They're like fuck them.
See, now you're speculating.
What if like
No.
they're way down there where we can't go and they can't come up here?
Come on, man.
They-
Think about it.
They probably did back in the old days, and that's how they came into mythology. But I guess back then we probably saw them and maybe killed them, or if anything, like hunting them down, and that made them, stay away from us. If anything.
No. What you're saying is that they evolved just like us, right? Did you see the evolution video I sent you?
Yeah, it shows evolution.
Did you really?
Yeah, it
Okay.
shows evolution.
Right. Amoeba, right? And it's a possum,
Yeah,
a
but-
marsupial.
Yeah.
What if
Evolution.
another
No,
amoeba?
hold on. Everything in that video still exists today. Besides the Homo erectus, the
Yeah, everything.
oh, and the neural. What would you say? The N1, the N1.
Neanderthals.
We evolved from them too, which you lied.
No.
Last time, didn't he say we didn't evolve from them? That there were another human species? That's what he said. I remember. Those motherfuckers.
We didn't evolve from
No.
them, but
He
we
said
have-
no.
but we
He
have
said
DNA from them
he's
too.
no.
No. I'm
What you
saying
say?
that we didn't evolve. They're like separate, but maybe I said that some people here now, they do have a smart gene from them because that's the only way they survive because they mix with the other was it Homo sapiens or Homo erectus.
No, but but
With
that's
us.
not what you said. Though.
But they basically went extinct.
That's not what you said.
Yes, I did.
Right, pull up the video. Shit, it's not that kind of show. Hey, you said that they were another humanoid species that evolved alongside of us,
Yeah. So, like,
and that we killed them off. And then you said, Mister, that we eradicated them. That's what you said.
But
I
if you-
remember clearly. That was false. That was false because we evolved from them.
no.
That's what the scientists
It's
said on the
separate.
video.
No, that's not just like combined it together. That's what I'm saying. Like they did mix with us. That's the only way their genes, you can say, survive. Into now. Because some of us, a few of us, will have
But
that.
that's not what you
small
said,
percent.
though.
Yes, I did.
You see, the truth.
Go back into that
the
video.
The truth is
Go look at that
constant.
video and you'll
The
see it.
truth is
You'll see
always
that I
constant.
said that.
The truth is always constant, right? Jesus, 2,000 years ago, now, 15 years ago, and tomorrow will always be the same.
No.
You will never retract on the things that I say. I will never retract on anything because it's the truth. But anyways, whatever. What you're saying is that they evolved, right, alongside of us. That's what you're saying, correct?
Yeah, we use that.
So then, if they did, that they should have like underwater cities, highways. They should have some kind of vehicles, right?
They could, yeah.
How come we haven't seen anything?
Well, because we still haven't explored the whole ocean.
I mean, but come on, man.
Dude, we know more. Supposedly, the moon.
Allegedly.
The moon is real. We know more about the moon than we know about the ocean.
We know more about
We know-
Mars.
We don't know shit about the moon, dude. We don't
Yeah.
know nothing.
You don't know.
We know
nothing.
more
Nah,
about
nah,
the
we
surface
don't
of
know
the
nothing.
surface of the moon.
NASA
than we know
does.
the what's
Nah,
underneath
They
the
don't.
ocean.
They don't know shit.
Because we
dude.
still haven't
They
explored the
don't know
whole
shit.
ocean. That's how big it is.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
And the reason as well is because we're trying to map the ocean,
Mhm.
but with the
Sonar.
radars and sonars we're developing to map it,
Hmm.
supposedly it's causing harm to the sea life, and they're trying to like ban that and it's slowing, progression to trying to map it.
You don't know what I think? I think that, and here it goes, man. Here it goes. In the Bible, right? In the Bible, when Christ was doing his thing, he was here. He saw a guy with a demon, right? And then Jesus came and then the guy was like, "Hey, help me." I could be wrong on how that things happen, but as a whole, it happened, right? So Jesus was like, "Hey, cast them out," right? You cast out the demons, and the demons were like, "Hey, don't cast us out, don't destroy us.
Jesus
Let
forgot.
us, huh?"
Jesus forgot.
Jesus is the same.
Why
Jesus
why
and God.
Jesus?
Why Jesus?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Why 2,000 years ago? Wouldn't this be more before Jesus?
No. What are you talking about?
Where you're trying to say casting demon and whatnot?
Yeah, Jesus was casting demons out.
Jesus or God?
Jesus is God. Jesus,
I
God,
thought
and the
Jesus
Holy
was
Ghost.
God's son.
Jesus is God's son, begotten son, right? But God, do y'all want to go through? Y'all want to do this? I would love to go through this, dude.
Go through it and we'll have fun.
Okay. We are tripart beings, correct? We are made of flesh. We have a mind and we have a soul, a spirit.
Allegedly, yes.
No. These are facts.
Allegedly,
These are facts.
Allegedly, we have a soul.
Okay, well you can agree as a fact that you have flesh, correct?
Yeah.
You can agree as a fact that you have a mind,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. So then you have a soul. That it could be debatable.
Allegedly, I don't
Okay.
know.
So the other two are facts for sure,
Right.
right? Okay. So God is the same way, dude. God Father as a father is the mind, right? The Holy Ghost, which is in me, right? When I got baptized, is God as well as a spirit, and Christ is God as a flesh. But all three of them, like your mind, the Word of God says that that His Word is gonna be written. It's gonna be written in your heart. That your heart is where your spirit is, right? Your mind is your mind, and then your flesh is your flesh. Usually, like your groin. some people, like when you see a chi chart, like you got your mind chi, right? And then in your you know in your dick area, it's your another chi. So that's when you know how people say, oh, you're thinking with your dick, dude, that's real. So how can I explain it to you? Like, you're made out of 3 parts, right? Your flesh, your spirit, and your mind. But all those 3 parts are you. It's you. It's who you are. It's the same thing with God. So they're all the same. It's all one, but it's 3. I don't know how else to like simplify.
All right, you're losing people here.
So
Let's go back to the.
No. I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying.
Jesus is a clone of God.
No. Jesus is the manifestation of flesh of God.
Meaning it's a clone.
No, it's not a clone.
So
It's
God
it's
made
him.
a clone himself to send down here, basically.
No, he sent himself as flesh.
A clone.
No, not a clone. Him.
A clone
yeah.
of himself.
No, we're going way into this. Continue on with the name.
What was I talking about? I love talking about Christ.
Jesus is casting out demons,
Oh!
mermaids.
So the demons were like, "Hey, don't destroy us. Please let us go into the pigs." Right? He's like, "Cast us into the pigs." And Jesus being Jesus, man. He's not doing no tripping. He's like, all right, cast them out into the pigs. And then it says the pigs went and went into the sea. Right? The pigs with the demons went into the sea. Now what I'm getting from that is like, the Bermuda Triangle, dude? Like how there's some shit down there,
Yeah.
Like I think that what I think mermaids are like I guess like demonic forces. That's what mermaids are, and they're real because God casted them into the sea, into the ocean, and then it also says no, that's another thing. So that's what I think mermaids are. That's why they're not humanoids. That's why they didn't evolve like us, like you say, because we would have seen them by now, dude. Like, we would have seen them. You think an extraterrestrial is going to come to Earth and not find us, evidence of human beings, anywhere on this planet? No. We're everywhere.
Depending where they land. You say if they land in the desert, there's nothing in the desert. Oh, there's nothing here.
Eventually, if somebody has the technology to fly from another galaxy, right? They land in the desert. They'll continue. They'll make a turn around the world, or if it's flat, in a circle. Eventually, they will run into us, right? How come we haven't? I mean, we got ships, dude. Right? We got ships going around. We got sonar and shit. How come we haven't run into none of that shit? That's what I'm at, dude. Hey, can you turn on the fan? It's kind of like it's getting hot. You hot? You know what I'm saying? That's my question.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We probably did back in the past.
Nah, but
That's why they have pictures, the sea people, the ships and whatnot.
Who does?
The Greek people in their stories, in Greek mythology, the sirens, and and then.
Well, that's what they are.
That's what I'm saying. We probably did, met up, and then we did the conquest of trying to kill all these beast people. Like centaurs, whatnot, minotaurs, fucking mermaids, and since the mermaids can escape into the ocean, they probably, they can't follow us, and stay away from them.
I see where you're coming from, man. I do.
And then at the same time, like I said, we can't really. We're trying to explore the ocean, but it's hard because. You got the green, like green people and PETA people,
right.
Not liking us using the sonars too bad because it's causing harm to whales,
Is it really?
Yeah, supposedly, supposedly.
Y'all mind if I
And then
smoke a cigar?
and there are parts in the ocean like it's like deep. Like we can't reach unless it's like maybe a machine, like the deepest part in the ocean, the Mariana Trench, is it something like that?
Mariana Trench.
It's like 7 miles deep. Down.
Marina's Trench, yeah.
We've only been there like twice. One with like a machine and one with a person in the sub.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
So you think they're hiding from us? That's what you think they're hiding. From
Yeah,
us.
if anything, yeah. If they're real, they're hiding, you know, in the ocean somewhere. We just can't find them. Probably, yeah, eventually, maybe one day they probably will come out, you know, and they're supposedly, you got those videos on, you know, on YouTube of, you know, mermaids, you know, caught.
Mm-hmm.
You know, probably, you know, it is mermaid. Yeah, they're caught.
Okay. What about fuck, duendes? How do you say duendes?
Elves?
Elves, dude. What you think of that shit?
Is it elves or dwarves?
No, dude, that's the little people, man.
Elves.
Elves.
Elves
It's
is something else.
It's elves, dude.
Let me see what it
An
is.
elf.
No, it's not elves.
A gnome. There you go.
No.
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 Oh, okay.
That's.
What about that shit?
I think maybe, yeah. If anything, cause like, you know, growing up Hispanic, you know, you got all these stories, you know, families talking
Not
about
Hispanic,
this,
Mexican.
you know, Hispanics.
No, because like like Argentinians and like
Central
they
America,
don't.
Guatemala, mom. I heard stories on this. You know, something
Right,
like
and
that.
yeah, from Central and Mexico.
Hispanics. I'm just wondering, you know, just even Latin America, Latin people.
No,
Whatever.
but that's not true because
Spanish people, whatever.
Spaniards.
Spanish, not
And
Spaniard.
Spanish is like Spaniards, right? From Spain.
No, I call them Spaniards. I don't
So
call them
a Spanish person will be like somebody from Spain.
So instead of you saying that you speak Spanish, you say you speak Mexican,
What?
right?
Latinos.
A Spanish is
Anyways.
is a Spaniard.
Anyways,
Don't get mad at me because you don't know shit.
what's Spanish?
What about Spanish?
It's-
A Spanish could be a person and it could be a language.
Whatever.
It's true, right?
I don't know.
Spanish. It could be a subject and a verb,
Spanish is the language.
and it could be a person
How could
from
it be a
Spain.
person?
But
No,
a Spanish person.
A
It's from
Spaniard.
Spain.
a Spaniard could be a person.
So what is a Spanish? If you say, oh, that person's
I think
Spanish,
Spanish is just a language of anything.
Nobody says that's a
like
Spanish.
English.
Dude, you're from the hood.
English is a language, right? And it's a person from England. They're English.
Yeah, but people don't say they're Spanish. That doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Anyways, people.
Okay.
Anyways,
So okay.
growing up Latin,
No, elves,
Yeah.
right?
gnomes.
Gnomes. What's the difference between an elf and a dome? I mean, a gnome.
Gnome?
Elf is
An elf is in the shelf and a gnome is in the
well, no,
grass.
elf. Well, it depends how you use elf.
No, it's just
Cause elf it's like elf like mythical. They're tall. They live forever, 20 years. An elf it could be an elf like short people that help Santa. But a gnome, it's a gnome. Like those are garden gnomes. That's a duende. They have little.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is that elves are like kind of more mythical, and then gnomes would be like the real motherfuckers.
As anything, yeah. That's what I think is that's why I see it the difference. Anyway, gnomes, yeah, growing like that, you hear stories and then and then so they think, oh, this probably is real, because people see them and they say, don't, if you see one, I think if you see one, then you're gonna have like bad luck or something. I forgot.
Dude, my cousin used to see them.
I used to see them in my dream only.
No. My cousin used to see him when he was little, dude. They used to torture him. He would cry. And like at the time I didn't think they were real, but then I'm like, you know what, dude? Like this shit could be real, you know? Didn't you have somebody that saw him too? No?
I don't remember. I know I was saying.
No. But he said he saw him in his dreams.
I've never seen gnomes or known anybody. I think that's fake too.
You think it's fake? You think gnomes are fake?
I
You
think
don't
everything's fake. except for ghosts.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
In that case, you'll say, I think a lot of things aren't real, but
You do believe in ghosts, but you don't believe in gnomes.
yeah. I'ma see it to believe it. Kinda
Hey man, there's videos of of duendes, right, on YouTube and shit. Like they be little, dude, like the size of my cup, be chilling, walking around like nothing.
been chilling.
I mean, I don't know if they're fake or not. You know, like I don't know.
And anything with YouTube could be fake. Even this, we could be faking you right now.
yeah, it's all simulation.
It could be a simulation right now.
Really? Come on, man, bro.
But
Be real.
yeah, and then also known for like they call mischief, they call trouble as well. That's why
Yeah, well, this
They're like-
fucking gnome.
they're like gremlins, but not really.
Are you done with it? Yeah. Gilbert used to see them, dude. Gilbert used to see them, and at the time I didn't believe, but then after a while it's like, I mean, you like fucking lechuzas, right? The Mexican witches that can transform themselves into. But do you believe in that shit? Fucking brujas, dude.
No.
Huh?
Bulldogs and
The lechuzas, yeah.
They're different on this.
There's a belief that if you're not baptized, that they'll come for you, right?
Mhm.
And my uncle wasn't baptized. He was like way in his 30s, and he kept seeing them in his windows, and he got scared, and he got baptized like old as fuck, and then he said they went away, but I never like saw them, so I don't know if it was real or not.
Look, I've never seen them. I have family members who describe stories, man.
No, my
and
family
it's
members
like,
are scared.
fuck, dude.
My family members in Mexico, they're scared of that shit too.
Mm-hmm. Because
No,
it's
but
real.
it's because Mexico is like really into like that.
Yeah,
Witchcraft.
It's like the meme they were
Yeah,
saying.
witchcraft, but also like all that like mythical thing,
Yeah.
you know, like it's embedded in the culture type of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're Catholicism. Catholicism is all idol worshiping. That's all it is.
I think
It's based on fear.
Huh?
They're based on fear.
Yeah, dude.
Fear to control.
Yeah. Look, dude. People think that the priest has like special fucking power, right? People think that the priest and that's simply not true. Now, my aunt, right, in Mexico told me the story of a fucking bruja, dude. For people that don't know what that is, a bruja is a witch, right? It's a witch, and lechuzas, it's an actual bird, right? Like it's a real bird, but they call them lechuzas because they can transform themselves into birds. That's why they call them lechuzas.
Yeah, it's like a female that turns like a bird again.
Yeah,
It's like basically an owl, but
an owl. Yeah, an owl.
It's
But
like-
how is that hard to believe though? If I mean it's everywhere.
No, witches, yes.
That they can transform into animals, dude.
Witches, I've heard stories of witches. You know, from-
Like you of a witch that told you something.
No, like family. You know how you have dinner and at the end, people, you just have talks.
Oh yes, I hated that, dude. I was so scared when I was little.
And
was
if
scared
I
of
hear
that shit.
family members, they talk about the stories of witches. Like one, that the thing is, if you see,
what kind of shit is that?
Okay, yeah, I could continue.
that if you see a light in the sky following you,
Maybe it's
that's
the-
a witch.
If you
And-
see a light in the
Yes,
sky.
like if you're at night, everything, all this, it's at night. It's always at night, which is coming out at night. Like if you're walking on the street or whatever, and you see a light above you, like a star or whatever, a light just following you, they say that's a witch that's following you to your house. And somebody told a story, I forgot who it was, but it was basically, they said that they knew someone, they heard like that. They were in one town and they were going back home to the other town in their bicycle. and they're going, and he sees a light following him, saying, "Oh, it's a witch." So he starts pedaling fast to get home, but as soon as he gets to the town, he sees that he went to the next town. He basically passed his own town and got to the next one without even realizing, and that was the witch playing the trick on him. And then the light went away, and he was like, "Oh shit, he got."
Poor bastard, dude. Poor bastard. See, that's the fear, right? If I was to be in that position, bro, Jesus. That's it.
That's the witch.
That's it. Jesus,
then,
bro. They flee to his name.
And then the one thing, they told me how to catch a witch.
Let me guess. Be real if I guess it right.
Well, I think I probably told you one time, so.
No. I don't think so. I never heard this story before. Does it have something to do with a rosary?
Yeah.
I fucking knew it, dude.
I always wanted to try it, but I'm
tell.
I'm scared of it actually happening. Like,
Don't be scared, dude.
I'm like, dude. Because the thing is, supposedly to catch a witch, you have a string with you, or rope, and you say the rosemary backwards, and when you're done and you look up, you see a person.
God damn.
You see a witch right in front of you, tied up already with the rope, and supposedly they say that's the witch. And when that happens, if you catch one, you have to burn them there, because if you don't, that witch is gonna escape and it's gonna do something to you. And that's why I don't know if that actually does happen. I'll be like, hell no! I'm like, this is real. I fucked up. Fuck.
This is real. Oh, I'm sorry, witch. She's like all tied up.
Yeah, man. I'll be like, hey, dude.
She's
like,
gonna
what's
fuck you up, dude.
Shit in my head,
Mess with that shit.
Turn all white.
Fear is powerful, dude. If you let fear consume you, shit. Like, I don't believe in like witches doing like bad shit to you. Like what's it called, like brujeria. I just feel like you believe it so much that
Like
you,
hexes?
whatever. But those witches or whatever shit they do.
Yeah.
And they tell you, they tell you, hey, like, I'm gonna do this shit to you, and then you start believing it and believing it and believing it, and you bring all that bad fucking vibe to you.
Because you have allowed it to.
Yeah, because you let fear.
But it's real though.
I don't think it's...
No, dude. I'm telling you, one of my ex-girlfriends was Wiccan, right? And I'm telling you, man, it's real. They do send shit, but there's evil. I guess evil witches, right? But like to me, like a witch is a witch. I guess I don't know, but it's real. They do send negativity towards you.
Fucking fear is like a fire. You let it.
Yeah,
You let it
that's
go.
what I'm
Fucking
saying.
spread.
That's what I'm saying. Remember the story about the devil playing basketball in the porch? Remember that?
I think so.
That I was my fear that I heard something knocking. It turned out it was just a fucking poster, dude, knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Dude, that was my fear creating all kinds of fucking imagery. See, that's something else. But then when somebody does something to you, like if somebody does a hex to you, like, I mean, Christ is the only one you can turn to, dude. Sleep paralysis. Have you ever gotten sleep paralysis, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, that's all negative shit that someone's sending to you.
That's just you like eating up late.
Nah, hell nah. I'm eating late. I ate late last night.
This is just stressing out with life.
That's not dude. It's fucking energy coming.
That's you
towards
eating late and not being satisfied.
See, I'm trying to fucking.
Like La Llorona. Ooh.
Yeah, dude. That shit's real, right? Too.
I saw her. Well.
You heard?
Yeah, I saw her in my sleep paralysis though.
No shit.
Yeah, but I didn't care about me. I cared about my grandfather because he was like sleeping in the next bed.
This was in New Mexico?
No, this was in Guate. And I remember, man, I got it. You see in my corner bar, I see the black lady figure, like breathing in, like she was sucking away my soul. But I didn't believe it. I wasn't scared for myself. I was scared for my grandfather. I was just hoping that he's okay. And that's it.
You're
like,
a nice guy. You're a nice guy.
Like 12 years ago.
Look at nice guy over here.
Yeah.
What happened to that guy?
12 years ago.
What's this piece of shit we have here now?
Yeah. But yeah.
No, but so do you believe that? Because it's in every culture, right? Scandinavians,
But
that you can transform, you can metaform into an animal.
Like witches?
Yeah.
well,
The Native
if
Americans
you-
could transform into wolves, apparently. You know.
they're called skin shapers,
Skinwalkers?
skinwalkers. That's more Native American.
Mhm.
Skinwalkers. But they're not really witches. It's more something else, like a person.
Dude, that's what it is.
No.
They do some kind of like ritual to. I mean, I can't just turn into a fucking cat right now, right? I have to do some kind of ritual. That's what it is. It's a witch. Like Native Americans did like little rituals to transform into animals, just like any of the Egyptians, right? Anubis, the head of a cat, right? The Sphinx, or not the Sphinx.
Mm-hmm.
It had a body of a dude.
Head of a dog.
Was it a dog or a cat?
Anubis, yeah.
Or that they did it wrong and just
Anu-
got
No,
the head?
that's just what they. That's
Anubis
just what they
is
like.
the head of the dog, body of man. It's Anubis.
That's what it was
The
like.
Sphinx was.
It was a lion with a girl's head,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah,
It's real.
the-
It's real.
Horror. The owl one? I forgot the name of that one. From Egyptian, but it's
Oh, the owl one.
Horus? Is it Horus?
No. Oh yeah, the bird.
Yeah, right?
The bird.
The owl.
Uh huh.
Egyptian. Yeah.
So we see this evidence around the world, right? It wasn't just
Um,
fucking Mexicans. It was everybody. It wasn't just us. You know, people around the world have
I think
things like that.
the answer could have been more found, I guess, through the Aztec books and the Mayan books. But since like the church burned all of them, basically, that's how we lost a lot of knowledge of how they were. Because we all know like how
What do you mean how they were?
how advanced they were, you know.
Oh, okay.
Because you know
They were pretty advanced, dude.
They knew the stars, the
Yeah.
solar system, astronomy, all that.
Right.
So they had answers to all this because they were all about like numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And we could learn. They probably one of those books that the church burned. There was probably a way to actually do a ritual like that. You know.
Maybe they didn't burn them. Maybe they took them back to the Vatican.
No, well, they probably took some, but mostly the story goes. You know, history says that they basically burned almost a lot of those books because they saw them as demonic.
We don't know that though.
You know,
We don't know that.
only a few are left.
I think they just took them all to the Vatican, and they started doing rituals themselves.
What if that's what?
Oh, do you guys know about the tigers, the lions of Sabo, dude?
The what?
The lions of Sabo.
No.
It was back in 1913. I could be wrong on that. It's some back way then. There was two lions, right? They were building a railroad in Sabo, which is in Africa, somewhere in Africa. They were building a railroad, right? They got to this to a river, and they needed to build a bridge to there, so the people were camping. Two lions, bro. Two lions, male lions, were killing people. They killed like a shitload of people.
Like one by one or at the same time?
No. This was like throughout, like,
Over a period of time?
yeah, maybe like 3 months. I could be wrong on the time. Well, the thing is that there's a book about it. I watched the documentary. The freaky thing is that people were like, dude, these lions were like attacking humans, right? Like, why would they just attack humans? Until some shaman was like, that he believed that it was an African shaman, two African shamans that would turn themselves into lions to attack those, because they didn't want the railroads. They didn't want foreigners in their land, right?
Yeah.
The typical, the white man's coming to change shit, you know what I mean? So, and what was funny is that these lions would just kill just to kill. Usually lions will kill their prey, right, and eat and then not, chill, but these lions weren't like, they were just killing.
Yeah, 'cause lions are fucking lazy.
Right.
Male lions.
Yeah, and it was two male lions, and there was no pride. It was just them two.
Yeah.
the Lions of Savo, dude. So there was a rumor, not a rumor, but it was, I guess, a conspiracy that it was warlocks, man, it was shamans that could transform themselves. And then they found the lions. They finally found the lions and shot them down with a fucking hunting rifle, dude. This guy, actually, those lions are in a museum right now. I think in Chicago or some shit.
They should have done some experiments on them.
They did. They were like, they found that the lions were, they were just weird, man. The way that they found a den, a cave where they would take there was like bones. It was just weird for a lion to do.
Yeah.
It was just weird. I'm not a zoologist, right? I don't know shit about animals, but I watch, National Geographic. What was that guy, Steve Irwin? I watched that motherfucker when I was little, so I kind of have a little bit of knowledge of how a lion acts, right? Especially a male lion. But when you see this, watch this documentary. It's pretty badass, dude. You're like, dude, that's weird for a lion to do. 2 male lions, dude. No mane. They didn't have no mane. What? That was no mane. It was just like they looked like female lions, but they were male.
Maybe they were young.
Well, that's what they were saying, but like the size of them was like already a grown adult. So like, I mean, dude, like this is not new, bro. Like transforming into animals is not new. It's been around for since beginning of time.
That'd be awesome, man.
Would you do it, Alex?
Yeah. Would I what?
Would you do it?
If I could transform into an animal?
What animal would it be?
Do I have to do a satanic ritual?
No, we're just saying, like, you transform into a fucking animal.
Say you find
what animal will it be?
You find the Aztec book and it says there, oh, you got to do like this. It's not even satanic or anything.
Satanic ritual. Any ritual does not involve Christ. Is a satanic ritual to me.
Let's say you gotta like do this.
You gotta drink this cup. That's it.
Rosemary's or whatever.
No, you drink this.
What's in that cup?
I don't know. Just drink it, and you can transform.
Assuming that, because all of that shit is satanic, right?
Whatever.
Assuming
the question is, if you could transform into a fucking animal, what animal will it be?
A hawk.
A hawk. Why?
What hawk though? What kind of hawk?
I don't know shit about hawks, dude. A hawk because, like just flying, dude. Like just, how we always travel when we're like on our airplanes and shit.
Turn into a hawk, fly over
just
there.
Fly, dude. No, not just fly, just to fly.
So fly over there, enjoy it, and then fly back.
Yeah, maybe just being in the clouds, dude, without a fucking airplane, or like not a glider, because you could fuck yourself up and you can't really go that high, or like a balloon. You're just in a balloon, like, oh, okay, this is badass. But just flying through the clouds,
you can see up and
feeling the fucking, that's amazing to me. The curvature of the earth.
You can
I probably won't.
You can go up and see for yourself that you're being retarded.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. All I'm saying is I don't know the answers to that. We're getting to flat Earth. I don't know. I don't know if it's flat, dude. Everybody thinks that I think it's flat. Everybody thinks that for some reason. I don't think it's flat. It's a possibility.
It's not.
That's all I'm saying. It's a possibility. If you look at a flat Earth video, have you looked at one?
Yeah.
You have? And it doesn't tickle your pickle?
Tickle my pickle. No.
Your mental pickle? No?
Nah.
Okay, alright.
I just don't think it's possible.
It's a possibility.
That's me.
I mean, so you think it's possible that there's a fucking Earth 2.0 in another galaxy. You think that's possible, but not a flat Earth?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just too far behind it. I can't reach you. I'm trying to reach you.
Maybe
man.
you're too far, like up your ass.
Nah, dude, because I used to be like that. Once you go flat, you never go back. Facts, dude. I thought I was trying to disprove a motherfucker that said that the Earth was flat. I thought that shit was retarded, dude. No offense. I thought that shit was dumb. I'm like, dude, you're dumb. Like, there's so many evidence, and I looked at evidence. All fake as shit, dude.
You just don't trust your government. That's why.
and that.
But
Mhm.
you gotta understand that it's not just the U.S. government; it's the whole world.
What do you mean?
Everybody believes the Earth is round. That's just facts. It's not just like the U.S., which for some reason you don't trust.
I already explained to you that people think that countries are against countries, and that's not true. The top people, the top people of the world, right? They all sit together and discuss. Okay, what are we gonna do, right? What are the world leaders? And I'm not talking about the presidents. I'm talking about the real motherfuckers, dude. Your Vanderbilts, right? Your Rockefellers, right? Your fucking your Rothschilds, right? That's what I'm talking about. They sit and they give shots to the president that, you know what, your country's gonna go on war with this one, so we can do this, right? We can establish a base here. What Gaddafi wants to make his people prosper? No, someone go and attack him. Someone go and kill him, right? What Saddam Hussein is trying to give college for no, no way, that ain't gonna happen. Not on my watch. Hey, U.S., it's your turn. Go and fuck them up. That's how it happens, dude. So yes, it is possible that the top people of the world sit down, make something up, and then the whole world believes it. Coronavirus, perfect example. Whole world is in a panic because of that shit.
Because of China.
It's because of China.
Comes from
Chinese
China.
Kraken.
It comes from
They
China.
believe the Kraken is real.
Dude, the Bible talks about that. The Leviathan, dude. The Bible talks about creatures. Yeah, dude. They're gonna come back towards the end of
I
time.
believe there's a big ass.
I think the Leviathan's more like a
Kraken
shark.
The Leviathan. People think.
In my head.
People think. Yeah, people think is that, or you know, it's in the sea for sure. The megalodon.
It could have been
The megalodon. It's still
Kraken.
around. It's still around. Which is the octopus, right? Not the squid.
What?
The kraken.
No,
Yeah.
it's a squid. The giant squid. That's what people now think. They say that it was probably just a giant squid they saw back in the olden days.
Well, did you see that big ass squid they got not even too long ago? It's like a year ago.
Well, they're
In
always,
China.
they're always catching a big one, and
It was
And there-
fucking huge,
and there's
dude.
videos of when they see one way deep in the ocean,
I saw
like
this.
all shit, and they
I saw this shit.
using science they measure it's I guess one of its tentacles. And they measure it all. It was like this, and they measure oh shit, that's a fucking giant squid. But since they live way deep in the ocean, it's hard to study them. And the only way science studies the giant squid is when, I guess, the dead ones float up, or when one gets caught in a net from a fishing vessel.
See, I believe in that science. I believe in those scientists right there.
And
I
another
believe
way
in
they
that
found out
scientists.
the giant squids existed is because of the sperm whales, right? The hunts and eats them, is it?
Yeah.
I have no clue. I have no clue.
I think it's.
I know it's a
Blue
whale.
whale. Blue whale, I think.
No.
I don't know.
I think it's a sperm whale that goes. I think it's one of the only ones that goes
Yeah,
way deep
they-
down there and
Found it in the
finds hunts those motherfuckers to eat.
A sperm whale?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it
I
is.
think it's a sperm whale.
I saw this.
But they see the markings on the whale, that's a big ass suction cup. So they know that's the Kraken.
I don't know if it was a newspaper.
That's what I use.
And I think the people back in the day, the Kraken comes from Greek mythology, right? And I think those people,
Clash of the
I think
Titans.
so.
I guess when they were those fishermen, back then, and they were fishing, they probably giant squid, they caught it in there or something, and then they named it the Kraken. And it probably all was some point where it's a big ass Kraken attacking the ship, maybe.
No.
Why is it called a Kraken?
No.
I don't know, man. Every time I gotta take a big old dump, I call it. I gotta release the Kraken. Real talk. I'll be like, release the Kraken. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because he
octopuses.
cracks ships.
You know how they do that they change their colors. What's it called?
Yeah. I know what
I
you're
read
talking about.
this fucking paper where they were asking if they were like aliens. You know?
Oh, the squids were aliens.
No, the octopus.
I mean, yeah, the octopus were aliens.
Yeah, they're fucking smart, and they can change like.
I mean, they are smart to their level. You know,
Maybe
there's
they're-
not like us smart.
Maybe they're evolving right now too.
Nah.
Evolution.
I mean, they've been around for millions of years, correct? And they still haven't evolved.
what
Explain
if
that.
what if they got their
Explain that
Like,
first.
what if they got their whole
Hey, listen, man.
their whole shit
no,
down there?
no. Explain that first.
What?
They've been evolving with us since the beginning of time. According to
No, that's what I'm
no. According to evolutionists, every single fucking animal that you see in this world came from this single cell amoeba. They've had the same time that we've had. How come they haven't evolved to something else? That's that simple.
Maybe they're already dead, and it's like way down there.
We haven't seen shit. We haven't seen shit.
Because we can't go down there.
Come on, dude.
We can't.
There's evidence of us humans anywhere in this fucking planet. There is no evidence of any
We
fucking
can't-
animal that can build an AR-15, that can drive some kind of vehicle, right? That can call on a phone. There is none. There is none.
Maybe they have all that shit down there. They're waiting.
But we're not in maybes. We're dealing with facts,
we're,
right?
We're in maybes right now.
No, we're not in maybes.
This is
dude.
a
I'm
maybe.
not a maybe man.
This is
I'm a
maybe
fucking
video,
fact
this-
man.
This is a maybe video.
I guess I'm not a maybe, dude. You come to me with facts. The facts is that we haven't run into any species, right? Correct? That's the fact.
Yeah, we keep discovering new species.
No. That has evolved like us.
Not because we keep killing them.
What?
Everything's going extinct, Alex.
Ah, jeez, dude. There's no fucking.
You don't believe in Bigfoot?
Nah.
Why?
I think if he was real, we would have seen him by now.
Yeah.
What if it's so smart? It's like knows how to hide from us.
Camouflage?
I mean, just the coincidence of that is like, oh, he's a creature that's so smart that we haven't seen. It's just not. It's just not
Because if he was real, there should be more. You know.
true. And if it was the last species, then he fucking died a long time ago. We found Osama bin Laden in a fucking cave, dude. Right? We found that motherfucker.
So that means we can find Bigfoot in the cave.
That means we could find Bigfoot in the woods. Easy. We haven't found that. Loch Ness Monster?
That's because we use a lot of technologies to find this motherfucker. That's why.
Dude, there was people...
But there's a lot of people looking for Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
but not like the military people. You know?
Well, yeah, but like there was people looking
The
for
military, the whole fucking country, other countries helping to find. You know?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't believe in none of that shit. I believe in mermaids, though. I think they're demons. They're demons, dude. Anything, look, man, anything that's not a human, you know, is demon. Do you believe in, you remember I was telling you the Nephilim, the hybrid beings
Mm-hmm.
between humankind and demons, right? Do y'all think they still around today?
Only light people are around today.
Only white people are around?
Light
today?
people.
What do you mean light people?
Light people. With the light of God.
I wish everybody could accept them and we can all be happy, dude. But sadly, that's not how it's gonna be.
Yeah, but to you, the Nephilim people are the reptilian people.
That's one of the species, yeah. Cause you got like the Illuminati, right?
Right. How can you tell a person has Nephilim blood?
The basis of it. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
This is the basis. Christ died for humankind, for the world, for humans to be saved, right? So hybrids cannot be saved. So a hybrid will be like just doing bad shit, dude, without any remorse, I guess. Have like special powers, I guess. I don't know. I'm not throwing. I'm just. This is an example, right? Michael Phelps. why is he so fucking good at swimming? Like, that's like fucking crazy, right?
Motherfucker, long arms.
Right.
Big.
If I was to put something on it, he's probably like a hybrid
It's like saying
between a demon and a human.
Usain Bolt, motherfucking fast.
Oh yeah, Hussein, exactly.
Usain Bolt.
Fucking
Bolt.
Nephilim, dude. He's a fucking hybrid.
Basically, all these Olympian people.
I'm not saying that. It is possible for me. Look at me, bro. Do you think I'll be a good NBA player? Let's just say that I train hard, you know, like I get all fucking swole. With mamado, you know what I mean? I get fucking swole as shit, you know, I'm in shape.
But you don't have to be so.
Well, but you know what I'm saying. I get in shape. I'm still too short. I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9". Dude, there's no way that I can't train enough to probably play in the NBA with like I was gonna say no he right who's in the NBA right now?
LeBron James?
Like with LeBron James. Dude, I could never train to be like that, right?
I mean,
Never. Nah.
There was a short basketball player.
But it's rare. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying like, dude, for like a real human being, it's like really
but then at
difficult.
The same time, like, you know,
Manu Ginobili was short.
When
He
you come
was
to
good as
those
shit.
sports,
But how many of them have they been?
You're looking for more people height-wise, you know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But then you got motherfuckers that are like, they're like built for that shit. Dude.
They're tall people, dude, and they train for that
Did they?
since they were kids. Some people get to go and some people don't.
I guess, yeah.
You're not built for NBA, but I mean, if you train, you're gonna be a soccer player, a baseball player, cricket player,
Cricket?
I don't know.
tennis.
Maybe. But you know, I mean, I don't know.
But to be an NBA player, you gotta be like tall, fucking athletic.
Or
you gotta be tall and athletic
You don't
at the
have
same
to be
time.
tall, but
or you could be a
it's highly
Nephilim.
recommended.
You could be a what?
Or you could be a Nephilim and then just be built that way. Genetically.
I think Michael Jordan was one. Since he was so good.
I wouldn't be
LeBron
surprised.
James?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they turn out to be like, you know how, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
like in soccer, like Lionel Messi. He's fucking short and he's good as shit.
Well, yeah, because you don't need to be tall for soccer. Actually, that's like, that's bad in soccer, right? To be too tall.
No.
You'd be like,
If you're tall and athletic, you should be good in any sport.
Well, you should be good at the sport that you're playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if like tall people in soccer, that's like kind of not.
If
You
you're a
don't.
forward-
You've never seen tall people in soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about NBA tall. No, I don't know of anybody.
Yeah. Goalies, if anything.
No, that you know of. Right now.
Goalies and
Personally,
Forward.
Nah, not personally. Just name me. Name somebody you've seen on TV that is NBA tall and playing soccer.
NBA tall.
Yeah, NBA
What's
tall.
NBA
Like
tall?
6 feet.
6 feet. 6 feet up.
Yeah. I don't
No, don't look it up. Don't look it up. Just.
I know of one, but I don't know if he's tall enough. Let me check.
Well, what's his name? Say it.
Robert Lewandowski.
Robert E. Lee.
No este.
Nah,
El
he's
conejo del conejo.
he's just 6.
¿Cómo se llama? El
Bermúdez.
portero de México. Del
Conejo Perez?
Is it
Dude,
Perez?
that was like extra short.
I thought he was tall.
No. I think I remember you.
No, he was famous. for
Jorge
being
Campos.
short.
Yeah, Campos.
He was 5'8".
He was tall. Is it?
5'8". That's me. I'm short. That's
Yeah.
not NBA tall.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's short.
European. Yeah, for sure. Europe. The Europe
6
League.
feet? Is
Do
still
they?
like too
David Beckham. How tall is David Beckham?
He was short.
If anybody's gonna be tall, it's gonna be that
No,
motherfucker there.
he's short too. But
There you go.
is 6 feet
There you
like
go.
too short too?
No, I guess 6 feet. Yeah.
No, that's
Beckham
not-
was 5'11".
There's some tall.
That's not-
goalies in
that's not
Europe.
6 feet.
I think probably
The Norway.
Belgium. The Belgian goalkeeper.
How tall was he?
I'm trying to remember his name.
You got Africa too.
Nah. I seen the World
But
Cup.
is 6 feet too short for basketball? For the NBA, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, dude. Those
me
motherfuckers
see-
are like 7 foot
me
tall,
see
right?
Almost 7.
let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see LeBron James.
You're gonna be like 6'5" if anything.
LeBron is.
Anyways.
Oh shit, LeBron is 6'9".
Yeah, exactly. Almost 7.
Let me see the average.
So 6 feet would be like.
Average NBA height.
6'5".
See, so you're just proving my point. Like you're like doing intensive research
Yeah.
to find somebody, and that's what I was trying to
The
say.
NBA average height is 6'7".
Right. So 6 feet would be too short.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like they're built for that shit, dude.
I think if anything, we made it that way.
What?
Because if anything, back in the day, you know, probably just when basketball first came out, if anything, we just
Okay, I found
regular
one.
random heights. Then they saw, oh, you're taller, you're gonna be better. And then they just later on, we always want tall people, if anything.
I found one worthy of the NBA. It's Real Madrid's keeper. I don't know how to say his name. It's Thibaut Courtois. He's 6'6".
Okay. That's one.
Because I know goalies for sure. Because
Yeah, goalies
you're
are-
big, you know, you're wide, so you.
Yeah.
Okay,
goalies-
no, but I mean like, out and playing soccer. There is none. There
But
is
I mean, NBA players couldn't keep up with something.
That's what I'm saying. They're built for that specific fucking thing. And it's hard for like a human being, like a real, I'm not saying they're all Nephilim, that's not what I'm saying. But I wouldn't be
Saying
surprised.
The best ones?
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Like
surprised.
the best ones.
Right.
Like
You're
LeBron James right now.
LeBron James, your Michael Phelps, right? Messi, like dude, those motherfuckers were engineered. But he's good for soccer though.
It's the best, yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Usain Bolt for running.
Huh?
Bolt for running.
Right, yeah.
Fucking Nadal on tennis.
Serena
Federer.
Williams. Have you seen that match? God
Who?
damn, Serena Williams, dude.
I
Serena.
don't like Serena Williams.
No?
She's a crybaby.
Don't say that about her.
That's what it is.
But
It
yeah,
is
dude.
what it is.
There are. You think Greek mythology is real?
A possibility. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Because like you say, people back then will draw what they saw, if anything. You know, they're putting their pottery, their drawings.
But where has Greek mythology creatures been drawn?
Pottery, under pottery thing.
I don't really believe the whole drawing
Their
what you see
temples,
thing.
if anything. I don't know, I haven't seen their temples.
Right.
Some always
Uh-huh.
drawing fucking bullshit.
I haven't seen their
that I
temples.
haven't seen.
Who,
Like-
you?
Yeah.
It's like Egyptian.
You draw?
No, like when I was in high school, I just
Uh-huh.
kept drawing like bullshit and like books and
Yeah,
shit.
so it doesn't really, unless it's like how the
Yeah.
Aztecs Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, but now, like us now, we have all this. We see things everywhere. Back then, they didn't have anything,
Like
to
TV?
reference type of shit. They saw animals and anything, okay, and then stuff like that. So they put what they saw and put it here. And then you also say at the same time, when before they kept record, or written records, it's all story wise. So people change shit in stories too.
But not the Bible.
Bible changes too.
Nah.
Keeps changing.
Nah. Yeah,
With
you're
all
right.
the religions.
What?
Ain't it the same Bible in all the religions?
The same one?
They just like change whatever it fits them.
No.
Yeah, they do.
Who?
Everyone.
No.
Yeah.
Well, but to my understanding, right? You got Joseph Smith. You got the Mormons, right? That made the Book of Mormon out of the Bible, but that's not real.
What's the difference with the Old Testament and the New Testament?
Christ.
See, they changed Christ.
Who changed Christ?
Whoever wrote it.
So you believe in the New Testament, not the Old.
I believe in everything. The whole Bible. We don't live by the laws of the Old Testament anymore
Why?
because Christ Christ
the
came
Old Testament was before Christ,
down. The Old Testament was before Christ came down. Yes,
and then the new one is like after.
after Christ.
So you believe in both, I guess.
Well, yeah, of
Everything-
course. Like the Old Testament is just like this is how people got their salvation. Or I guess I don't know, before Christ came. And then Christ came and said, because back then it was the Jews, right, and then the non-believers, which they call them the Greeks. But Christ came and unified them. It's like, okay, there's a new creature, and it's a believer of Christ, and that's it.
A new creature?
Yeah, Christ came down to make a new man.
He made you.
Yeah.
So you be the new creature,
You made a clone.
and I will be the Greek.
I don't know. You tell me. You
Well,
tell
he'll
me.
be the Greek if anything.
Yes, him for sure. But do you believe in Christ? Do you believe Christ
Yeah.
came? Then you are God's people. That's simple.
That's people, y'all.
Yeah. Do you believe in Christ?
I don't know.
Okay. So he's still
What do you
on
mean
the
you
Greek
don't
side.
know? You either do or you don't.
Believe in science. Believe in.
You can believe in
Greek
science. You
mythology.
can listen, man. You can
believe
believe in
in-
science. You can believe in all of
I
that.
believe in Mother Nature.
You believe you can fly?
You know, I think.
What you think?
I don't know. I gotta study more. I've always been fascinated with like the cultures of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially when it comes to gods and stuff like that. I like it more Native Americans because they were more.
They had gods.
They were more nature-wise, from what I've seen. You know, it's like they were more tuned with nature.
Right.
You know, which to me is like it's more peaceful than one single shit like that.
What do you mean? Like just one God ruling everything?
Kind of, yeah. They're actually like this. It's nice stories. That's what I'm trying to say. Like stories too. Why this and this is this because of animals and this and that. It's nice. It's nice.
I'm not saying. I mean, because I like that shit too. But you also
And
gotta.
it'd be nice if we go back to the Aztec, do some sacrifices, here.
They still do, man. They still do. The fucking the Frostbank Tower. So allegedly they do human sacrifices there. I tried to get in there one time. Went over there, man.
Human sacrifices.
Human sacrifice. They still do it. You think that they stopped? They never stopped it. They still eat babies. They eat babies' bloods, right? For
Human sacrifices for what?
is what?
For what?
Okay, I'm glad you asked. The Nazis, dude. The Nazis used to sacrifice people, just like the Aztecs, right? To open portals to communicate with demons, to communicate with aliens, to get information, to get technology. That's why the Nazi scientists they figured out how to open a portal to communicate with extraterrestrials, right? Which I think they're demons. So that's how they got the knowledge, dude. So when America went over there and fucked them up, the scientists were like, yo, check out what we fucking did, right? And then what are you gonna do? Like, oh shit, no, yeah, fuck it, come with us. That's why they sacrifice
America
people.
went over there and like, we're gonna kill you, and they were like, hey, wait,
Yeah.
look what we can do.
Right. Look what I can do.
Look what I can do.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's why the scientists that's why they brought them over here, because they knew how to open fucking portals, dude, to talk with interdimensional beings, dude. You listen to this shit. It's crazy, right? It sounds crazy to y'all, right? It's real. The Aztecs were doing it. The shamans, dude. The shaman of the Aztecs, dude. They'll chop up heads, dude, until Quetzalcoatl was like, hey, he's here, right? Like when you commit an atrocity like that, as to killing somebody, right? You open that dude. Demons is like, they smell it like sharks, dude. They smell it like blood on the water, and they go, and then they open the portal. Like, oh, portal's open, guys. The portal's open. They'll talk. They'll talk to these demons, man. These creatures, and they'll exchange information to them. That's why the Aztecs were so smart. They knew about astrology. They knew about all this kinds of shit. The Nazis, dude, that's why they were so smart. They were sacrificing Jewish people, man, in exchange for information. Yeah, dude. Don't believe me, man. Research it. Research it.
So is astronomy real? Or fake? So you're saying space is fake?
The stars, right? They're real. That's astrology. The position of the stars, that's real.
But if space is fake, that means that's not real.
I got a lot of heat because of that shit, dude. I got a lot of heat. Damn, everybody.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Everybody hopped on my dick, dude. What I meant to say is like, I'm not saying that space doesn't exist. It's there. It's just not what they told us. It's not like galaxies, and that's all bullshit. There's a space there, yes, and there's stars, and those stars, dude, can, like Nostradamus, right? How did he get his predictions? Because of the stars.
And the actual ship, they have it where they say in one of those galaxies, whatever, that's where one of their, you could say their gods came from. You know, that's why like they put the pyramids in a certain way to mimic the position of the stars. And they say within that, close to the stars, you got the galaxy of, I don't know the name of it, but that's what they say, that's where the gods come from.
But Alex is
But they open a portal, and, you know, to they connect. But technically, that's what they are.
Well, he's talking about them being demons, right? Not
Yeah.
aliens.
That's what it's the same thing. Demons and aliens is the same thing.
Basically.
It's the same thing, dude. They're beings that are not from here, but you know, they're smart. They're smart. What time? What was the time?
Let's make it a 2-part.
105.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. We can go on, or
Yeah, it's like the thing. How, you know how some paintings have pictures of UFOs is because they saw it and they put it. And you can say that's just kind of the same thing when they saw a creature, you know, we'll put it in this painting or pottery, you know, stuff like that.
yeah. Did you read Ezekiel like I told you?
No.
Dude, read the book of Ezekiel, the first paragraph. Dude, just read the first book, right? And it talks about a wheel within a wheel, right? Hovering with flames. It's fucking spaceship, right? It's so like, yeah, it's ancient stuff. I believe that this particular one was like the throne of God or something. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I want to read that book.
Read Ezekiel, man. Tell
Is
me.
it Chariots of God, I think?
Oh, the Chariot of the Gods.
I used to watch that show a lot. The ancient aliens.
There's some truth in there.
Or
There's some truth in there.
how aliens came in the past and helped us and whatnot. The one that really got me, I was like, oh shit, man, that's probably real. Is that fucking place down in South America? Is it? I think. And I forgot what country, but basically it's out. You can say it's out in the fucking desert. You got the rock. You got like all these rocks and like all, like it's like a
Machu Picchu.
No, it's not Machu Picchu. It's this other place. But basically, you can say it's like in a desert, but it's not really like a desert.
Like the figures?
But you got like the rocks and everything. You see the form, and you see like if it was built and it was like demolished. But the way the stones are carved, it's like a puzzle. Like they'll fit perfectly with each other, like all straight lines, this and this. Dude, it's like, and they say the closest place for them to get that rock is like fucking like miles away. And they're like, how the fuck they get that?
Oh
from
yeah,
here?
in Peru,
And
right? I think it's in Peru.
I don't know. It's in South America. That's all I know.
Yeah,
That's all I remember.
it's Peru.
And it's like, damn, dude, like that's some shit, dude. I'm like, damn.
So what do you think happened there?
I don't know. Probably, you know, aliens did came, helped them build, and then they're gone, and that's it. And then also there's like a shaped thing, like a door, and they say like that was a portal too.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Have you realized why every structure, like the Frostback Tower, it has pyramids? It's like a pyramid form, because there's something about the pyramid. Like if you do commit like human sacrifices to open like a portal, right? Like you can't just like do it here. You know what I mean? Like It has to be set up, dude, and they set these things up like from back in the day, like in Egypt, right? They set up a pyramid and it was like all tied together. Like, what a coincidence that fucking Aztecs did the same shit, right? That's not a coincidence. It's like these demons showed them how to do it, so they could be summoned. Summon demons, aliens, yeah, aka demons. Aliens, aka demons.
AKA aliens.
It's real, dude. It's real.